Hey, good miracle morning to you. This is miracle morning number 3, I think. Let me look real quick. 2, 3, 4. No, miracle morning number 4. And everything's going good this morning. I did the 40-minute meditation. Perfect. I mean, it was pretty focused. It was easy. Really easy. And I went on the 3-mile run. Well, I did the affirmations after that. The I ams. I am things to make myself feel a little bit more powerful than my circumstances would show. I'm a special forces combat vet and that kind of stuff. And after that was the affirmations, like the money amount I want to earn this year. So I did because that one's short. I do a lot of those. I do like the long Buddhist prayer beads. I do all those, and then the smaller one I do like the wrist prayer beads. So the IAMs are a lot. It's a lot longer. It's kind of a little list of things. It's 3 things. But it takes longer to say, so I want to try to keep this somewhat brief. And then after that, the visualization, did it 10 minutes again. And it was like, holy crap, it's so easy to do. Just staring at the photos. So that's real nice. And then I went for the 3-mile run, and once again, it was great. The first morning I did it, I was a little sore, but I haven't been running for years. Even though I'm a bigger guy, I still can run like a mofo. So the first morning I was sore afterwards. Second morning I was running while I was sore. This morning, nothing. No soreness. Went easy. So next week, definitely bumping it up to 5 miles. And that'll go easy too, because I know I could run 5 miles right now. I think last year I was still trail running, and I was doing 6 miles. I started out doing 4 miles, just one huge hill and then a bunch of really tiny ones. But when I start back after I do 5 miles, I'll do that for a week, and depending on how I feel, then I'll start going out to the park and running the 6-mile trail. And then it's which is the first 2 miles is up they call it Mount Sheldon, but it's a really switchback kind of up down up down up down. It's an awesome workout for the first 2 miles. After that, it's just gradual increase, and then the last mile is a lot of hills, but it's primarily downhill. So that's an awesome way to work out. Get all that hard charging kind of stuff done in the beginning, and then the steady kind of endurance stuff at the end. So it's a real good run out there. And then vlogging, and obviously scribing. I didn't scribe this much this morning because I gotta go to school early, which is kind of odd. I can't wait till this semester's over. This early morning going to school is kind of rough. I think I like to start all my classes like 10. That way, getting up at 5 is awesome, because then you got time after all your morning ritual stuff. Because right now, I'm going to get done with this video and not really have any time for anything but, getting changed and cleaning up and going to school. And there's also something else I want to tell you about. Just bought it yesterday. H.P. Blavatsky, The Voice of the Silence. It's a tiny book. It's divided up into 3 sections. Well, actually, it's 5. It's got like an introduction in the beginning, and at the end, it's got a glossary. This book's worth it just for the Buddhist glossary at the back, and the way it kind of compares it to Western mysticism. So it's definitely, yes, a book on mysticism, because that's what I'm all about. So it's supposed to be part of 3 fragments of a larger scroll that H.P. Blavatsky found in Tibet. And when she first talked about it, people thought she was crazy. She said there was a hidden library in this, mountain valley that a Buddhist monk was, kind of in charge of, and he looked like a pauper, and he went in, and there were just manuscripts everywhere. But, and I kind of, that just sounds suspicious, that she found this mystical book. Right. But it turns out, man, I was, discovered that I was taking a Buddhist art class, right? So it was an awesome class. And the teacher was really fascinated with all the caches they were finding of all these manuscripts. They were in caves guarded by generally just one monk that was passed down father to son. And, this one they found on the Silk Road, they walked in and there's like 10,000 scrolls. They're still going through them all. They've been finding all these since, oh geez, I think the 60s they've been finding these, because that's when I think the Cultural Revolution, they really tried to destroy all of the ones that were like in their possession for some reason. And then when they went through Tibet, they may have had some excesses there, And but they've been finding these hidden libraries of just. One of them had like 10,000 diamond sutras because apparently or heart sutras because Buddhists scribed that out by hand, and there was like a huge catch. But it also had obscure manuscripts that previously the Museum of London only had one copy, and that was the only one on Earth. And then they were finding they found several more of these caches of manuscripts and stuff. So this one here is just fragments of one of them. And it's called The Voice of the Silence by H.P. Blavatsky, and it's pretty short. And the first section of it is all about the beginning part, the meditation, how you're supposed to do it, which kind of reads like the cloud of unknowing, put a cloud of unknowing between you and all earthly things. Forget about your past, forget about everything in your life right now. And then, put a cloud of unknowing between you and God, or, your ultimate thing, because you don't want to intend toward anything except truth or God, or something like that. You don't want to steer yourself into a illusion or something. So you just, even if you're meditating and you have a vision of something, it's wrong. It's just your unconscious bubbling up and in front of your conscious mind. So that's the first part of it's about. It's pretty profound, actually. I was surprised. Then the second part's the two paths, and from what I can gather, this is the two paths. I think you get red hats and yellow hats. The red hats traditionally are considered like the Bon sorcerers in Tibet. And everybody, for some unknown reason, they always look down on them. And then the yellow hats, they're more Buddhist. It's more recognizable as Buddhist. And they call one the heart path and the other one the mind path. Or, it's just I think it's sibling rivalry is what that section was all about. I really didn't get much out of that one, and it's all in poetry. So you got to kind of work at it, find the meanings. The last part, though, was, mind-blowing. Actually, the first part was mind-blowing. The second part was mind-blowing. Maybe I'm just not advanced enough to understand the middle part, since, the Oreo cookie there, the first and last are awesome. It's called The Seven Portals, and it's about the 7 stages of enlightenment going up. So that was really enlightening. Reading that part, the 7 portals, how you start, and then they have I think a couple days ago I made a vision on the vision of God, or a video on the vision of God. Enlightenment, the samadhi of infinite consciousness, seeing Tao, that kind of thing. Well, they describe it in here too, and that's I think that's stage 3, 4, 5, somewhere in the middle. And so I was really surprised to find the advanced stages beyond that. It is so hard because so few people, will commit to the actual process of no sex, no masturbation, no wet dreams. I mean, yes, you got to stop having wet dreams, that's how much you got to want this. And then after that, you're meditating, which 4 hours a day or more. I mean, this is a serious thing. I mean, if little kids can practice their thing for 4 hours or more a day to get into the Olympics, what are we supposed to be doing? If we're working toward enlightenment, that's probably bigger than the Olympics, so might have to work harder at it, It's an awesome book. You should get it. The Voice of the Silence, H.P. Blavatsky. And thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.